Like, look at... That's crazy, actually.
Shadowversity.
This is one that I have been waiting for so long to do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, the glamdring was for me. You know?
So
we're swapping now.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Like, Anduril from Lord of the Rings is kind of like one of my favourite fantasy swords.
Yeah.
And I have wanted a functional battle-ready version of it for ages. And up to this point, the only way you could get them was basically custom make. You'd have to commission it.
Yeah, I think they... Because the thing is, right, I do think that they have, like, a signature battle-ready sword line, like official replica ones, but they're like $5,000.
Oh, holy crap.
And I think they're very limited numbers.
I know.
Don't quote me on that.
I don't think those are the battle ready. I know there is a premium replica one that is really expensive, but I don't think they're actual functional.
I think they're battle ready ones.
I'll need to double check that, but we're talking, okay, way out of the price point, basically. Then comes the, I guess, sword market disruptors, and there's a number of, 3 big players at the moment, which is really giving some great quality swords at a really low price. Shockingly, Temu is one of them. Who would have predicted that, right?
Maybe.
Buyer beware. We have videos.
I wouldn't consider them because it's like, it's hit or miss, man. It's like throwing in a dartboard. I'm saying if you want actual quality ones, there are sellers where it's like, yes, you will get something quality.
Romancer Men is one of them. And now we have Swordier. And Swordier in particular are producing fantasy, anime, pop culture replicas that are legit 100% functional swords.
At affordable prices.
At very affordable prices.
Yeah.
Affiliate link in the description if you're interested in not only this Anduril, but any of the Swordier sword range. But let's talk in detail about this, because this is interesting.
Yeah.
It is. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. There's some pros and cons with this sword. I wouldn't call it a perfect execution, but there are some things to really like about it.
Yes, that is a perfect way that I would summarize it as well. Because on some of the other ones, there's huge positives and a couple of little drawbacks. However, there are a couple of them where I'm like, no, just this is good. This is good.
Yeah.
This is one of those ones where, look, maybe my bias is a little bit, because like, it's not my favorite Lord of the Rings sword. As you guys know, it's glamdring. Off the bat, one of my biggest gripes with it is how floppy this is. Like, this is insanely floppy for this length of sword, to the point where I reckon it's going to affect the cutting and the vibration.
That's going to be really interesting to see how this performs. Now, the reason why is it's generally a bit of a wider blade.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's not as long as the official, like, Anduril is not only in the movies.
I think this is scaled correctly, though. Because, like, if you were a Elendil or, like a Numenorian, right? I think this is scaled to you correctly.
No, they're bigger. It would be bigger if you're a Numenorian.
No, but if it's a big sword for a normal human and you're a Numenorian, then this would be smaller to them.
Oh, so this is pretending I'm as big as a Numenorian scale to me. Because there is something that needs to be done with this review, right? And it's due diligence. This is not sponsored. We want to give it a proper review to compare what are the best ones. And I do own the wall hanger. This is the official replica from United Cutlery, okay? And we can compare and contrast. Now, already you're seeing the official replica is the proper length that Anduril is supposed to be. We're talking about nearly
an extra
15 centimeters.
Yeah, something like that.
Around there. But holy crap, right? The weight we've already talked about this one. This is not a functional sword. The weight profile on this is garbage.
It's to sit on the wall. You don't hit anything with it. You don't spin it around. These are battle-ready swords that you can cut and smash into things.
But there is something to be talked about, the crossguard and pummel. The execution of the crossguard and pummel on the official replica is just better, but it isn't made to be durable.
Yeah, like they're just two different things.
Like if I smack something really hard with this,
it'll snap in half.
The tang will probably break off, and the pummel isn't fixed to the tang in any like durable, strong way. They've had to do something kind of interesting with this battle-ready version, because you need to fix the pummel securely to the tang, but there's a gap right here. Yeah. And so what they've done, they have a split peen in the center of this cutout to attach the tang to the pummel.
I I don't know.
Yeah, it's ugly.
I think it's
looking at it.
ugly. I think personally, if they just had a small tang going right to the end and painting it,
And just having it going through, like
it would. I just think it would be cleaner.
I would probably still prefer, even though I don't like it, I would still prefer that they keep the cutout open because that's what it's supposed to be. But you have these lumps on the inside now that are just like, if you don't notice it on casual look, but when you're looking closely, they stand out.
All right, so let's go over the fit and finish though. In terms of the actual crossguard finishing and quality, I think it's pretty good. Issues, I don't know if issue is the right word. Problem is the paint of the gold painting accents is done.
It's messy.
It's messy.
And
it's
so
not done
instead
very
of actually doing like a separate brass kind of
Which
metal,
is a lot of money
they've painted in the gold lines on the inside.
which I don't think is an issue in and of itself. I just think it's not clean enough.
Well,
There's
on the
overspray.
official replica, these are like brass inserts, and they look gorgeous. They're flawless on the replica, where it looks messy close up. At a distance, you can't really notice it, but it does look messy and cheap close up.
It's one of those things where I would just recommend you clean it up yourself.
Possibly. But see, even here, it's rubbed off.
Yeah.
Right? And so I would almost say it would be better to not even spray paint that on, because then it just doesn't look messy. By doing it imperfectly like this, it would have been better to just leave it off completely, or do a brass insert over top and increase the price by $20 or something, you know?
In terms of the actual grinding and finishing on the crossguard and the pommel,
the lines,
I'm actually pretty happy with it. It's quite comfortable in the hand. There is maybe what would I say? They're not even sharp edges, just some points where I'm like, I reckon you could have taken a little bit more grit over that and it would have been a bit nicer. But apart from that, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
The grind lines on the blade itself are really nice. I actually really like them. The only issue is they're just a bit too deep because now it's so floppy.
The text, all right, the runes on the blade, they are not like laser cut. That's actually, it's etched in the metal.
And it's deep.
It's almost like 1/2 mil etched deep in. And so that's like not cheap. That's done well. Okay, and even though we were kind of complaining about these painted on, gold accents, the lines of the crossguard and pommel are almost perfectly precise to what you would want. Like the execution of the actual geometry is flawless.
Yeah, and I would say the best thing about this is, I'll give you this one somewhere, the balancing. So there is tolerance, right? When you get these particular swords, we're kind of unique that we get more than one at a time, so we can kind of pick them up and go, oh, this one's, there's always a little bit of variance. And the variance on these is very close, but this one is kind of better.
Yeah.
And this is incredible. I'm not going to move it. I'm just going to,
the point of balance is crazy low on this. We're talking, look at this. I'm actually too high. It's almost like right on the crossguard.
You just give it a little flick and the momentum just takes it all the way up. It has such good balancing.
It's because the pommel is so heavy.
Yeah. I can't even get the crossguard shape. But the balancing on it is really, really nice when you combine it with that ultra light blade and floppy blade. It means that this thing, I was spinning around before, is incredibly lively in the hand.
It is.
But very floppy.
The overall weight, though, I'm expecting this is a deceptive. I'm thinking this might be 1.8 kilos.
No, I think it's going to be light. Just the light sort. Now, we can't actually tell you because we don't have any of the specifications.
Well, we'll weigh these at least and find out. All right, official weight of this sword. I was right. Not only 1.8, 1.88 kilos. And this one, 1.85. So that one's a little bit lighter.
Hold on, which one is?
The one in your right hand.
Yeah, this is one I said to keep.
Okay.
I think we stop it. Because I'm like, keep that one because that one's nicer balancing. We'll smash the heavier one.
So it's deceptive because the pommel is very heavy, clearly, because it's got so much metal on it, that the point of balance is crazy low. It feels good, but this is on the heavier end of swords.
It's all right because, I mean, for example, our really nice sparring swords that we like so much, they're like 1.56.
Yeah.
So 1.8 isn't too bad, especially when it's balanced like this.
For a two-handed sword, yes.
Yeah.
It's so low balanced.
Yeah.
I actually think that they should have gone the full length of the blade, added on that extra 15 centimeters, and that would actually return the point of balance to where you usually feel it.
This is what I'm thinking about, right? Is that I think it should be a little bit longer, but I also think it should be a little bit stiffer. And if they added that extra length on, I think the weight would get up to about 2 kilos. 2 kilos. But it would be so floppy.
Possibly.
So floppy.
Because it's already pretty floppy at this length.
Because to give you guys kind of a little bit of behind the scenes sort of stuff, right? They launched this ages ago apparently, and then they took it down and they started working on it again, which they've done before, right? For example, the 18C we did like a review on. After we did the review, after other people did reviews, they ended up redoing it and thickening up the tip because the tip was so thin, right? So they've been working on these ones for a while and we've been waiting for them because these are the revised versions. And so
I wonder if they experimented around with that length and they thought no, let's go with this.
Look.
It's very floppy,
It's
but
so floppy.
Having said that, we have had swords around this floppiness before, and we did really like them. Let me get it.
It's so lively in the hand.
Yeah, I've actually never had a sword with a point of balance that low.
Yeah.
And so I'm interested to see what it cuts like. Now, this is the Honshu Claymore, and if I get to hold that, and so this is actually not as floppy as that, and it's longer, so okay, maybe I was wrong. Because this is floppy, right?
It's quite floppy.
It's quite floppy, but actually not as floppy. About actually the same. But this is shorter, that's longer.
Yeah, so if you have more length on that, that's going to get it's going to get worse.
Yeah, but with this being about the same level of floppiness, this sword is brilliant. I love this sword. It cuts great.
Yes.
And so we will find out.
All right, enough talking. Let's go cut with this. I know you're waiting for that. Let's go cut it.
I'm so excited. This week's exclusive video, Tyranth and I test the giant katana backsword drawing technique. And things get a little awkward. My hands are small.
Okay.
Okay? Look, come here. We'll show.
No.
Do you want to touch hands?
No, I do not.
To see this video as well as all the exclusive videos, all you have to do is become a supporter for as little as $1 a month through Patreon, Subscribestar, or channel memberships. It is only thanks to our supporters that we're able to keep making this content, so thank you to everyone it is, and I hope you enjoy this exclusive video. This does not feel like a 1.8 weight sword. It's because lowest point of balance I've ever had, so it's just a much heavier pummel, which ups the weight, but the point of balance is like right on the cross guard.
And they've thinned out that blade in like a bit too much.
Yeah, as a result, like this thing, so lively for being 1.8.
Yeah.
That's weird for me. Like, water bottle, look, floppy blade.
Well, on water bottles, this one should perform pretty good.
Really? Because if the edge alignment off and the floppy is in, that would be ugly. So we'll find out. Let me just...
You hit bloody right.
Right at the top. Let's try that again. I mean, bit firm.
Bit what?
I mean, no.
We only have two. We only have two.
All right.
Yeah. What do you mean a bit firm? What does that mean?
Felt like it slapped something hard going through. Like the stand that you just hit.
Still good though. Hey, the edge is perfect, unlike the $4,000 katana. So we're already winning.
Yeah. You hit the stand again!
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did!
No, I didn't.
What do you think this is?
That was the bottle.
Oh, the bottle broke off part of the stand.
That just pulled off a little bit of the stand. I felt the bottle slap.
How sharp is it?
Like it should be sharp enough for a bottle.
Yeah.
Switch around. I hit that bottle perfect. That was the flex.
You reckon that's the floppiness?
I felt the floppiness in that.
Interesting. Because that was ugly.
Yes, I will agree on that was ugly. Let's try pool noodles.
Let's find out. This is interesting.
Because the vibration note is here.
Yeah, you were hitting high.
I was hitting up here. So we might have to bloody cut way down.
I always like to start low effort. That means I want the sword to do all the work, so I'm not putting in a lot of force, and I'm just basically letting it drop. And blade, tell me what you can do. Wasn't the cleanest.
Terry, yeah.
It's a bit terry, and I felt it going through. You know those swords where you don't feel a thing? I did feel that going through. So now, two-handed. Like, again, I'm at the floppy end, so I'm not on the node.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut.
Look,
Try down to the
now
node.
down here at the node.
You see, Shad, when something cuts bad, I know that it's the sword and not me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, hold on a second.
Because you know that it's the sword, not me right now.
Yes,
Thank
I will
you.
agree. No, I will agree.
Down at the node. Terry. It's because this is not super sharp.
It doesn't matter though. That's such a fine blade geometry. It should blunt. That should be able to cut pool noodles if your edge line is good.
Wow, I felt the flex in that.
Try this
Let's
one.
try the other one, yeah. This is sharper. This one is sharper. Yeah, big difference. Big difference. Sharpness matters a lot.
And flex.
All right, low effort at kind of the floppy end. Much better. Much better.
Okay.
Even up near the. Ooh. Ooh. All right, going down here.
And this is why I'm saying, like, that extra 10 centimeters. If it had another 10 centimeters, bloody hell.
So the sharpness has helped a lot. Still not perfect.
But something I can attest to is this is incredibly lively in the hand.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
the weight, like one-handed. It's actually really good
You
one-handed.
could use it one-handed.
Yeah. That was the flex. Let's go a bit lower. That felt good, but I was like here.
Yeah.
So
Cut higher up just so we see how much the flex.
It's not as clean as I would have liked.
Yeah.
All right, I'll try.
Functional. It's not like, I wouldn't call it terrible, but certainly not great.
It needs more rigidity in the blade,
Yeah.
because that's just all it is. I'm feeling a lot of just deflection, because it means that if your edge alignment isn't absolutely 100% perfect, even by the slightest bit, it's going to tear and it's going to flex its way through.
Very unforgiving.
For example, if I don't know if we'll be able to see it on camera, but if I just hold the blade out like this and I give it a little wiggle down near the hilt,
Yeah, look at that.
see how far that flex is. It's insane.
This is the most flexible and unforgiving sword I think we've ever reviewed as a result. But what's interesting, I mean, it doesn't make it unusable. It's still very much functional. And what I find interesting, right, is the difficulty that is coming to these swords.
Yeah, like that. My bloody edge alignment's perfect, Chad. I can see my edge alignment being perfect. My edge alignment is bang on.
So what is interesting is that the problems we're getting is the reality of how they're trying to balance the fantasy design. Because the pommel is so heavy, and it almost needs to be if you want to make it full metal, and it's so big, right? They've had to reduce the weight on the blade, and they've made it much floppier. If you increase the thickness, the overall sword then is too heavy. It's already at 1.8 kilos, which is that's borderline.
But I think we have room here, because in one hand, this is incredibly
So you
lively.
you think they could push it to nearly a 1.9 kilo sword, just thicken up the blade a bit?
Full long sword length, one hand. This is.
See,
Look how fast
I know,
it is.
but 1.8 is already so heavy. 1.9, because even though it's lively, right, you will tire much quicker swinging this around because you're moving more mass.
I don't think so.
Really?
Because, same with the Goblin Cleaver one, right? Because the weight of the pommel isn't concentrated right here, it actually kind of extends up the hand a bit. I feel like we're taking some of that fatigue
Let me go
away.
through some movements and just kind of feel the weight of this thing, right? So, wow, it's fast.
Yeah, it's so fast.
This is super lively, isn't it? Wow. So, because like these movements,
I just see the blade going.
I know, right? My arms are like even those movements.
I'm going to show you guys this flex I'm talking about. If I just move the thing there, it's insane.
Look, that was a little bit more tiring because it's just a heavier sword. Like my arms are feeling it.
When was the last time you came out and drilled?
Last week, but give me a break, all right?
Well, what I'm saying is, I think the weight is actually. They have room.
Toughen up, deal with a heavier sword. I don't know, like even if it was still usable at 1.9. I would mark it down for being so heavy. Like 1.9 is not the rate.
It doesn't feel it.
It does not feel. No, I agree. This feels like maybe
a 1.3 sword.
4. I was going to say.
I was going to say 1.3. All right, let's go smash it then. Let's see how the vibration feels.
The vibration on stress testing, I am not hopeful.
Yeah.
I am not hopeful. All right, we can do a full destruction testing on this, so metal pipe of doom and everything. We didn't get to do that on the last swordier sword, Lord of the Rings one, which was Orcrist, right? Because we didn't have a destruction sample. We do. We are going to mess this up. I don't know, because this was so floppy, so I don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, I'm thinking even if you do a flex test on it, you'll take a set.
Like, look at
that's
crazy, actually.
Not in like a good way.
Not a good way. It's too easy to get to this level. That's nuts. A lot of other swords, I got to put in effort to reach that. Holy crap, that is floppy. Tyranth is standing back for this one.
Yeah.
One-handed. Does not like that. If your edge alignment is good, it's not terrible. Yeah. But if they're off a bit, it's like blah.
Well, I'm gonna hit it hard.
It is jelly. How was that?
I did not like the vibration in the hand at all. It actually felt better on the
on the metal part.
Yeah, on this the vibration was good. On this, it was not. That was so floppy. I got a good edge alignment one, and the blade went like whoop, 90 degrees. It's way too floppy, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, like we are gonna have to mark down the quality of that.
Look, I could get a 90 on that.
You could. We're going to have to mark it down because it is too floppy, and under stress, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That is a problem.
It hasn't broken yet, though.
It's like, it's funny. I have some complex thoughts to share in the final thought section of this review. Ooh, that is a nasty, that's not nice thrusting.
No, it's not.
But we have the metal pipe of doom to come.
Steel, let's hit it.
It's not a pipe, it's a... And look, I know we're lifting it from Matthew Jensen. Matthew, it's a compliment, okay?
I'm sure he doesn't mind.
Because Matt has a metal pipe of doom, and we thought that's an appropriate test. We like it. Whoa. That rings like a bell because of the vibration on it. No way! What the heck?
What?
Best edge durability out of any swordier sword.
So far.
So far. No, like, that is... Look at this. That is shockingly durable. Like, barely any dents. Swordier has not reached that durability on any sword. That's bringing me back.
It has bent.
Oh, at the pummel.
Yeah.
But still, that edge.
I'll see if we can. Yeah.
That edge durability has really impressed me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Anduril, the flame of the West.
It is interesting. It's a very haunting sound. Can
Isn't
you
it?
imagine that in battle?
I know, that like the ring.
Your king's sword has this haunting ring sound that you could hear anywhere. That wasn't as bad, actually.
Yeah, like this one is winning me back now. That is surprisingly tough. That's amongst the best tough edge toughness we have reviewed.
Okay, all right.
Not the best. We've had one that's basically no damage.
Keep in mind, I think this is having a little bit of the carbon fiber knife effect. The blade is just so light that it's actually hard to put like a lot of force into it.
And I was trying, but I want to know what happens with flats.
And we have started to bend that way a bit.
Let's do a flat.
Yeah, I know what's going to happen. It's going to hurt my hand.
It's going to really spring back. That is that's where the sword gets revenge.
Yeah.
How was that?
It wasn't as bad.
Interesting.
But I think the reason why it wasn't as bad is because
It's so floppy and
I
it does.
didn't need to hit it hard.
Yeah.
I did 3, very light.
Wow, yeah, look at that. I mean, wow, and that's double bowed. That's bowed one way and a little bit in the other.
So.
If you can see this. Do you see how the tip is bowed a bit?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can bend it back.
And I did not put much into that. I was just kind of a little bit of a tap.
Love tapping.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of still not perfect. It'll go back in its sheath with some force, but that was not hard to bend.
Yeah, super easy.
So interestingly, I reckon even if you had a sword that had similar spring tempering but was thicker, it would just be harder to bend. It's because it's so thin that it was easy to bend there. Interesting. All right, I have a lot of thoughts.
Right,
So let's go and share them. All right, this is a complex sword to consider. There are many pros and cons to it.
There's a couple of things, right? We're filming this at a point where this isn't actually available just yet. Like at time of recording, when this goes out, it will be available. So I don't even know the price.
Yeah.
So this is a little hard for us, is what I'm saying.
Like we could expect around the $300 mark. It could be a little above, a little under.
Yeah.
And that's what we're kind of seeing with their, Lord of the Rings
We're
swords.
just guessing.
Because the Glamdring was around that.
Like, if you want a functional Anduril, this is kind of your best bet.
Yes.
So, yes.
Well, here is where I'm at, right? If I wanted an Anduril replica, okay, just because I love Lord of the Rings and I want the Lord of the Rings Anduril one, ooh, I'm not a fan of what they've done here and here, right? And the United Cutlery one just is a better looking sword.
Yeah.
If you're wanting to hang it on the wall, I would actually get United Cutlery over it. If you're still wanting to cut with it and have fun with it because you want it, durable.
But it's not really the nicest to cut with.
It's not, but at least you can cut with it.
That is true.
But here's the thing. If I was after a functional sword...
But here's the other thing. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Is that I reckon they're going to revise it again.
Possibly. Because
we've seen that, right? Like,
Yeah.
they sent us the Glamdring, right? Which is great. But then they came out with an even better one. And I'm like, brother, just send us the really good one.
Swordier, you'll need to send us the revised one. Because at the moment, as just a functional sword, right... I would not choose to purchase this as a functional sword. This is not good enough for me to want to own because it's not fun to cut with. I mean, the weight is all right, but the durability on the flat was a bit low. It's very heavy, but still well balanced. I wouldn't own it as for the purpose of wanting a functional sword to use.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe, because it's one of those things where a lot of people don't take them to the extremes that we do, right?
Yes.
That's not what they buy them
that's
for.
true.
They just buy them to do regular cutting, regular drilling perhaps, and to put it on a wall. On a wall, I think it actually looks quite nice. The grinds on the blade are actually pretty bloody good.
Look, those are good.
The polishing on the crossguard and pommel is not bad. I'm just not a fan of this bloody paint that they've done here. Like, I genuinely think it
That kind of ruins the look for me because it looks so cheap.
Yeah, yes. But I reckon you could just take it off. Get some acetone and you can probably take it off. The wrap on the handle and how it feels in the hand, like, it feels
all right.
lively in the hand. I like how it feels.
Look, the edge was strong. I'm like sitting on 5 out of 10, but I vary between going down to 4 because of the other kind of weird
I got a feeling
issues.
this is one of those blades where if we spent a good hour cutting with it, we'd probably get the hang of it eventually and be able to. But is it the nicest to cut with? Personally, no.
Nah.
But that doesn't mean it's bad. And this is the problem. All right, this is the good thing and the problem. We're getting all of these good swords at such affordable prices, right? Even when they have issues like this, it's still one of those things where it's like, I still kind of recommend it because you don't have anything else.
That is true. Like,
there's nothing to compare
Well,
it to.
I mean, yeah, for a functional Lord of the Rings sword, apart like Anduril specifically, apart from getting a custom built one, this is like amazing. To have available.
And even though it has some fit and finish issues down near the crossguard and pommel, specifically with the paint, this in the hand feels really nice. The wall
in terms
hanger
of
is dog shit.
the wall hanger is unusably
exactly.
heavy. Yeah.
So just for that alone, if I was to buy one of these swords because I really love the sword, right? Just holding it was like, holy crap,
It felt so nice in the hand. Maybe that could push me up to a 6 out of 10 on the sword.
Well, I'm not even talking about ranking. I'm just talking about whether I'd buy it or not.
Yeah.
And on those things alone, yeah, I'd probably get it.
What do you guys think? Well, if you are interested, we do have an affiliate link, and you can check out. We have 2 other Lord of the Rings sword reviews from Swordier, both the Glamdring and Orcrist.
Yeah, we're gonna have to email them about the floppiness.
Yeah,
It's just too much.
To me, this is their worst Lord of the Rings replica they've made.
So far, yeah.
And so that's 5 out. I'm still on 5 out of 10. The Glamdring, that was like almost 7 out of 10.
It was great.
It was really good.
They knocked that one
Orcrist,
on
we
top.
got a 6 out of 10 for that. This one is like a 5 out of 10, and that's like, look, it's on the verge of me. Maybe I would get it, maybe I wouldn't, because there are odd pros and cons for me to consider.
Well, I would get this over the official replica.
Oh yeah.
Just because I want a real sword.
mean, if I wanted one just for pure display.
But the thing is, this is good. It's just this. I know you have these gripes.
Yeah.
But you know how easy it is to take off some crappy paint? It's very quick and easy. And then once you do that, it actually looks like mint.
I do like the look of the bigger United Cutlery one because it's the right size. Like Anduril has this imposing size to it because it's on the bigger end.
Yeah, but the problem
I
is,
like that.
people like swords to use their bloody swords.
If you want to use it,
the moment
that's
you pick
good.
up the official replica, you're like,
Holy crap, you can't even...
exactly.
So, well, guys, what do you think? And you check out our previous Swordier Lord of the Rings reviews, both Glamdring and Orcrist. And if you are interested in any of those swords, affiliate link in the description below. So we appreciate you for watching, guys, and hope to see you in one of those ones. Catches.
All right.